feud ends in blood!
I'll take one.
Here you go, sir.
I say we stop this goodwill towards strangers nonsense and focus on what London really needs. Solid leadership, whose hard work will raise everyone up to success. As go the titans of business, so goes the world.
Oi!
You weak fool. Get a job!
The best guards money can buy won't do Mr. Dredge any good. And how are you?
I'm all right, Gov. You?
Pistols at the ready! All together now. Keep your eyes ahead of you and...
Jacob, it's me, Sergeant Frederick Aberline.
Freddie.
Sergeant, undercover. There's to be a robbery at the Bank of England, I'm sure of it.
Robbery? It's a fortress.
The boys at the station thought I was joking. Wouldn't be so funny if it was their life savings.
Who's behind it?
That's confidential.
Oh, come on, Freddie. I can help you. Imagine the headlines. Thieves caught in the act. Aberline right, all along.
Well, I suppose I can fill you in a little. Every fiscal quarter, a branch of the bank is robbed. Never the same branch. The thieves are supplied by Cockham merchants.
Thanks for the info, Freddie.
It's Sergeant, and I'm keeping my eye on you.
I could trace the weapons to their owner.
Capital idea, Freddie. Here we are, the shipping docks. Now, where are the Cockham crates intended for Mr. Plutus?
Heads up! We have an intrusion!
I'm gonna look into that! Just try it!
Where the devil is it? tea. Maybe later. Hello. And now to wait for the crates to be retrieved.
Protect these crates. Any mistake will cost you dearly.
Keep your knickers on. We hear ya.
Good, because I ain't repeating myself.
It's a shame I can't stop in for a pint.
What's going to happen?
Keep moving. Damn this fog. That's a girl.
Don't want them tea leaves turned to dust, do we?
Protect these crates. Any mistake will cost you dearly.
Keep your knickers on. We hear ya.
Good, because I ain't repeating myself.
It's a shame I can't stop in for a pint. Damn this fog.
Watch the road!
My dear sister thinks I'm destroying things. I'll show her how I settle accounts. Templars. Ah, yes. Lead me to Mr. Plutus. Walk on, girl.
Defend yourself!
Templars. Ah, yes. Lead me to Mr. Plutus. Let's go.
Easy!
That's the way.
Slow down now!
Doing fine, girl. Steady on. Who's a good horse? You are. Keep moving. Walk on, girl. That's a girl. Steady on. Doing fine, girl.
Well done!
weapons are here.
Same routine as before. The twopenny opens a vault, we robs it and leaves the money in his storehouse. Look sharp, the boys are waiting.
To the Bank of England. Yeah.
I will not build a single bus for you criminals.
Oh, you'll do as we say, Bailey. Or we're gonna have to pay you and your family a visit.
You leave them be.
Hey!
After him!
Come on. Come on! Come on! Yeah! Faster! Yeah! Take that! Faster! Out of my way! Come on! Come on! Move it! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Move it! Come on! Faster! Whoa! Go on.
That's it, come on!
Take deep breaths. They're gone.
No, not for long. They'll hurt my kids. They'll... I don't know what
Tell me why you've got the blighters after you.
The city's been turned upside down since Attaway Transport
Here now.
and the Milner Company went belly up. With no one to build their shoes, the gangs made their move.
Take this! Well done, Jacob.
As if Bailey, the only omnibus builder in the city,
Hold there.
they are demanding that I work for them. I know good men who want to form a united transport company. What is it they say in America? For the people, by the people? That is our intention for the London General Omnibus Company. But those thugs got hold.
That's it.
I'm late for an appointment.
Watch it! Come on! Move it! Faster! Come on! Easy now. Slowly. I sent Roth's men a message. You and your family are safe.
You are blooming brilliant. The founding members of the London General Omnibus Company. Good, moral men. All of them. We'll have buses rolling before you know it. Thank you, Miss Frye.
My pleasure.
Well, what say you?
You're not gonna like it.
Now, see here. I am graced with the Aberline family's robust constitution.
2 pennies robbing the Bank of England.
The governor of the bank. I think I might need to sit down.
There's no time for that. Bastard's probably deep in the vault by now.
However you get in, I don't want to know.
Of course. But do you know how I can get in?
The bank is designed to protect England's gold reserves. A fortress, guarded under lock and key. There is the bank manager, Mr. Osborne. Only he is allowed free access to the vault. You can spot him near the entrance. And, oh yes, one man keeps a close watch on the vault door. He watches it like a hawk. If he sees you, he's sure to seal it. The guard captain, Gus Howard, knows Twopenny well. He is in on this, I'm certain. Mr. Frye, please use discretion. The only way to implicate Twopenny is to catch him in the act. Do not jeopardize him. No big displays. This is the Bank of England. If you encounter any trouble, I'll be in the atrium. In disguise.
2 penny won't be leaving that vault. Oh, fancy. Fitting for 2 pennies too.
The official bank tour is leaving soon. Last chance to join our group and learn of the Creed.
My dear sir, I shall update our letters accordingly.
Nearly done, I hope.
You've stolen your last shilling from the people of London.
Those animals squander their savings. We are the experts in investment. Nothing would be built or improved. Nothing would rise above the muck without our hand guiding. No creating the future. They benefit as much as their work.
It is their city, not yours.
Without our investments, there would be no city.
For the path of the dead.
The police were saved!
Arrest them all for robbing the people of England. The Bank of England is closed until further notice. Arrest them all for robbing the people of England. The Bank of England is closed until further notice.
The currency, a laughingstock. Inflation out of control, twopenny brutally murdered.
And yet Parliament does nothing.
The bill will be defeated, sir. That buffoon Disraeli shall be taken care of. It has been arranged, upon my honor.
Your honor carries little weight.
How dare you, sir!
The poor people of this city have suffered enough. Today I granted a significant rise to my staff in order to counter inflation.
What?
I would supply all of London if I could. Meanwhile, you sit in your club and wax poetic with promises your honor cannot pay. Your family's fortune, however. I wonder what they would offer to keep your record out of the newspapers. About the same as Disraeli would offer for your balls, I'd wager. But let's be generous. Why limit ourselves to one or the other, when we can have it all? What say you, sir? Shall I come collect? No more dallying. The halls of Parliament must be free to govern. Again. Understood? You may see yourself out.
Dear Mr. Starrick, men hired. Strike tomorrow. Disraeli's death will stall Corrupt Practices Act indefinitely. Gladstone will be far more pliable. May the father, etc., etc. B. So Starrick's got his finger in politics, has he? I need to enter the Sinopian Club and find out who B is.
Tread delicately around Parliament.
As if I don't usually.
Your indiscretion at the Bank of England caused British currency to nearly collapse.
Nearly is the operative word. Speaking of collapses, what of the key you found that unlocks very little?
Henry took it for research. I am confident that the vault is ours.
Nearly ours, Evie. Nearly.
What has happened?
Your brother.
What's he done this time?
The newspapers are all over Twopenny's murder, and if that weren't enough, someone has stolen the currency printing plates. Was that also Jacob's doing?
I doubt it.
Now, no one trusts the bank or England's currency. There will be inflation, riots, manufacturing will jump to America for the cheap labor. In short, Britain is done for.
Jacob, you've really put your foot in it now. What if I smuggle the plates back into the bank?
Well, it'd certainly help. Better yet, it would call into question the stories on Twopenny's murder, which would restore confidence in the economy.
That's settled then. Britain lives to see another day.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, would you mind destroying any counterfeit notes you come across so they don't circulate?
Of course.
It really is very good of you to help. Follow me. The counterfeit money is being spent nearby. Well, if you can call it counterfeit. With those printing plates, it's nearly impossible to tell the real notes from the fake ones.
Mr. Aberline.
If this gets out... Well, I've said this already. When people don't trust their currency, and we're already seeing riots...
Mr. Aberline.
You two, follow me. I don't wish to be robbed on my way to the cart.
The counterfeiters.
Heard about the rioting at the bank? They can riot all they like. We won't be giving back those plates. What difference does it make? It's not like he has any real cash on him. Since we've got the printing plates, it's all real cash. Did you hear those crowds? Sounds like all of London is rioting. Nothing to do with us.
I can't believe Jacob's managed to shatter the entire economy. Father was right. He acts in haste, and repents not at all. That's it. Come on.
Keep your eyes open. Anyone could be trying to get in.
What's that
Yes,
over
sir.
there?
Keep this place locked down.
Yes, sir.
Guard this place as you would the Bank of England itself.
Absolutely, sir.
Nobody stopped you.
They didn't even give us a second look.
She won't get away! Reflect that! Someone get her from behind!
Now to sneak these back into the bank. Here now.
I shall not leave without my pounds against the law!
I said I want my money!
Ladies and gentlemen,
You can't hide the truth from us!
Where does it lead? Who's in charge here? Please! I don't want to...
I see her.
There. As if they were never taken.
Well, the London papers are running the story of how it was all a hoax. No more riots. Faith in the bank restored. Finally, I might get a quiet night on patrol. Miss Frye, I can't thank you enough.
Glad we've averted catastrophe, Sergeant. Although it's Jacob who should be thanking me.
Moved? By whom?
Crawford Starrick, or someone employed by him. Yes, I thought you might recognize the name. I know where they are, but it is heavily guarded.
That part will not be a problem.
I thought not.
We're going to need a plan.
I can provide a distraction for the guards while you find a safe way inside.
Oh. Really?
For you, Evie? Certainly.
Well, once I'm inside, I'll find someone who knows where the papers are stored.
And we will meet back on the train.
Be careful. That's not them. No.
Come back here, girl! She's in my sights!
Nothing here. Looks like I have to ask someone where the plans are.
I swear, miss, I don't know where they've taken him.
Taken who?
The man, dressed like you. The guards dragged him off.
Henry. The plans you stole, where are they?
I don't know anything about that.
The plans. The mission. You're some of Clara's children.
They took Mr. Henry. We couldn't stop them.
I bit one of them good, though.
They dragged him off in a red carriage.
They won't get far, though. One wheel looked like it was about ready to fall off. You can see the cart tracks. It looks so wobbly-like.
There you are. Easy, easy. That cart's been run off the road. They must be driving quickly. They're knocking people over, too. And destruction of public property. I must be on the right track. Come on. That's it. That must be the carriage. Found you. Now to find Henry.
Don't think yourself safe because you're over there! Stop that at once. You think you...
I don't know anything about the carriage, but there's been some strange happenings around here today. All kinds of unsavory types wandering around, armed to the teeth. I don't like it one bit.
What chivalry is this?
Yeah, I saw them dragging someone out of the carriage after the wheel fell off. They said he'd hit his head. Not sure why they needed to take him to the church, but oh, that's where they went.
Do you need assistance? The girl! She's an intruder!
Hey! That's what she doing here?
Please, I don't want to die.
She should save. There's someone you there! What's she doing here?
Could have sworn I'd locked this gate. This is supposed to be locked. Bloody urchins open it again, no doubt.
Yes, they pulled someone out of that carriage. Dead drunk he was. They carried him into the churchyard. Maybe he wanted a quiet place to sleep it off.
Henry.
They sent someone to move the architectural plans. Do you have them?
Did they hurt you?
I'm fine.
Let's go.
What about the plans?
Just concentrate on escaping, please. Gunmen on the rooftop!
Blimey! I bet they had that down on the next thing. How are you there, Evie?
Get Miss Nightingale to look at that. I must find the vault before Starrick secures the shroud.
We'll talk to the Maharaja again.
I will talk to the Maharaja. You will get your head looked at.
I'm sorry my capture hasn't done your plans.
You'd be safer on the train.
Even if you find the vault, you can't just walk into Buckingham Palace alone.
I won't be alone! I'll see you back at the train, Mr. Green.